I want to take your traditions, right, that you have at Christmas, and I want to do my own diverse way of doing it, so you guys see an alternative way of doing it. Does that make sense to you? So I know I say I don't do traditional stuff, which is true, but I want to take your traditional values, your ideas, and I want to basically do it my way. So I kind of want to take your kind of ideas and things that you kind of love at Christmas time, and things, all those foods that you kind of see at Christmas, depending on where you live. So we have a good diverse, different kind of culture of foods that you have at Christmas time. Maybe you don't have anything different at Christmas time. I don't know. But I wouldn't mind doing some different ideas. So, I mean, if you guys want to, you know, talk about a few ideas that you want to see me doing at Christmas, I mean, I could do like things like, you know, mince pies, gingerbread man. We could do like probably some kind of apple, I don't know, not apple strudel as such, maybe a Christmas apple festive pie. You know, just to get some ideas kind of going, or maybe what you guys like to see as such. But bearing in mind, like Christmas pudding and things like that usually take months and months and months for like preparing and stuff. So we're not going to be doing things like that, but we're going to do other things, other kind of foods that you kind of like, you know, you do see as such. For what are you going to use the honey? Sorry, I missed that part, Chef. I'm using a little bit of honey in here as well, and I'm also going to use a little bit of honey on the seeds as well. So it's honey encrusted pumpkin seeds. So we're going to give them a wash shortly, Kruger. I'm at work, just on break. It's 7:45 p.m. here. All right, awesome. I hope work's going well for you, Amijika. So lovely to see you again, my friend, and hope all is well with you. It's great to see you. No worries. Got a look. Morning, Mikey. How are things with you? Hope you're doing well. Yummy gingerbread men. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, feel free to kind of like give me you guys your kind of Christmas kind of foods that you guys like to see and you guys like to eat at Christmas time, or maybe your parents make, or your mum, or your family, or like what kind of values, or what kind of let's say values, kind of foods do you see at Christmas time? So please feel free to share in chat, guys, what you guys want to see for Christmas. Rightio. My family always makes fruitcake and Christmas cookies. Okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I mean, Christmas cake's very kind of traditional. A lot of people definitely make that. What's with the Christmas cookies? Is that like kind of gingerbread man cookies, or is that like something a little bit different? What kind of, what's the Christmas cookies, lady? Looking while I make scrambled eggs for breakfast. Delicious. Homemade fruitcake. I think we're going to have to definitely make a homemade fruitcake at some point. You know, this is definitely a big thing that majority of us definitely have at Christmas time for sure. But I want to get a bit of diversity of like different things that, you know, you guys definitely make at Christmas. But yeah, it'd be great to see. Black Wolfster, thank you so much for that host. How are you doing, my friend? It's lovely to see you. And served with custard. Oh yeah, I mean, we have like, you know, Christmas pudding, and we usually serve it with like a brandy sauce. Rather it being a custard, it's actually thickened with like corn flour. It's got some brandy in it, obviously cooked out slightly. Otherwise you're going to get absolutely smashed off it. And it's cooked down with some milk and vanilla and sugar. So that's basically brandy sauce. It's pretty straightforward, nothing complex. But we usually have that with like, you know, Christmas puddings, or maybe a Christmas cake or something like that. But yeah, you can make custard indeed. It must have glazed cherries. Oh yes, definitely indeed, for sure. Could have short ribs. Is that kind of a Christmas kind of thing you have, Nefarians, at Christmas? Very different. But we can definitely do short ribs at some point, though. But I want to try and keep it as like very Christmassy. Maybe it is very Christmassy for you. Maybe you do have like short ribs at Christmas. Everyone's different for sure. So it's really intriguing to see what you guys have. I'm good, chef. I just cooked my dinner. Awesome. What did you have? It's Norwegian. Is it a Norwegian thing? Oh, really? That's interesting to know. So yeah, definitely. I mean, we could make some like spicy festive short ribs. Maybe that would be quite nice with some like, you know, definitely some spices going on in there. I don't know if you guys have like quite spicy kind of short ribs, but that'll be really good. That's a great suggestion, Nefarians. Norwegian spicy festive ribs. That sounds good to me. We live 20 minutes from the border. Okay, that's very intriguing. I'm going to write that one down because I'm going to get some like kind of ideas together. I'm going to put it in the back of my book. So when it comes to it, we've got the ideas in place. So, you know, you guys feel free to tell me what you want to do. So Short ribs. I know I got my back to you a second, so I'm just writing this down in 2 seconds. Short ribs, Norwegian. Festive ribs. So, we got that one down. We've also got, what was it? Fruit cake, yeah? Fruit cake. Definitely do that for sure. Chicken and veggies. Healthy, hearty meal. You can definitely try it for sure. We have got a chicken dinner though coming up for Thanksgiving, so that is on the pan. I don't really want to kind of repeat another chicken dinner, but I'll take it on board for sure. Chocolate dipped fruit, if you can find any good ones. Okay, so what? Some dark chocolate dipped in fruit, is it? As in, what kind of fruit do you usually dip vom with it? Christmas cookies is usually decorated sugar cookies, but any cookies works. Okay, so we could have some kind of, you know, Christmas cookies for sure. Now, it doesn't have to be 110% healthy because it's Christmas. I don't actually mind doing some unhealthy things for sure. It's a great festive part of the season, definitely. It's more of a family thing, so it's time to have, like, you know, treats and things. So I don't mind Christmas having, like, you know, sugars and things for sure here and there. But, you know, still kind of keeping a kind of diversity, so to speak. Fruit pies for Christmas. Fruit pies, indeed. Very, very festive. Let's have a look. The cookies are in the shades of Christmas trees. Presents. Christmas ornaments, gingerbread, and Christmas wreaths. Okay, awesome. Christmas pudding, I just literally mentioned that 2 seconds ago. It's Christmas pudding takes months and months and months of preparing, so we're not going to kind of do a verse on Christmas pudding. I did just mention it, but if you didn't hear it, that's cool. Not a problem. Christmas pudding is, yeah, very indeed, but when you make it, it's like you've got to kind of douse it with alcohol literally every day. You've got to keep, you know, topping it up, and it will absorb it, and it takes time and flavour to kind of, you know, get all those flavours going. So, you know, it does take a little bit of time for sure. Chef John, how have you been? Been missing your streams as of late. How are you are you in the US now? Jill Cathy Art, how are you doing, my friend? How are things? No, I'm not in US at the moment. I'm in the I'm in South Wales at the moment, still in the UK. So we just moved house, but I am in the process. It's been 5 months since I sent the visas, so we're not too far off from like getting that kind of moving forward a little bit further, but we're not quite there yet. I'm still waiting to hear from them. But how are things with you, my friends? Are you doing well? It's lovely to see you. What have you been up to? How are things with you? Then there's a thing called Jason's Frestel. Am I pronouncing this right? Frestels or Frestels? Which is pretty much a potato gratin and an anchovy in it. Okay, it's very different indeed. Rice pudding and cinnamon butter is a traditional thing to have at Christmas Eve on here. On Christmas Day, it's ham, potatoes, gravy, cured salmon, various casseroles such as carrot, sweet liver, and potato. That's very interesting, very different indeed. Strawberries, cherries, oranges, grapes, and salt on top. Okay, sounds very different. These are all like kind of new, different Christmas experiences that you guys have. Definitely different for me. Morning, Warbot. Good morning, good sir. How are you doing? How are things with you? Are you doing well? Guys, if you're not following Warbot, please give this good sir a follow. He plays some fantastic games, some fantastic shooting games, and he also plays a little bit of 7 Days to Die, which is a good survival game as well. So go check him out. Plays a fair bit of Destiny at the moment, and Battlefield, isn't it, dude? Cheeky bit of Battlefield 1. But hope you're well. How's work doing this morning for you? I hope it's all kind of going well. Right, so we're going to mix this up. So we've got some cinnamon, ginger, and some honey here. So what we're going to do is kind of spread this out a little bit. Add a little bit of water to it. And I'm going to put some parchment on top so it doesn't stick, and then foil it. And what we're going to do, a little splash of water for the moisture. And then we're just going to let this kind of roast off and stew in its own kind of juices as such. So what I want is a little bit of parchment. I'm going to foil this over. I think I've got parchment already open. There's a new one. Yes, of course I did. Magic. So, reason I'm putting parchment on top, just in case the foil sticks to it. Parchment will stop it sticking, so better be safe than sorry. Battlefield. It's your favourite. Battlefield is fun, indeed. I like a bit about Battlefield. But I'm on PC. I'm not on console, otherwise I'd play with you, Warbot. I'm a PC man, all the way. Well, I broke my wrist in July. Oh, holy moly. July 1st, actually. Wasn't able to do play games or anything else. It was very sad. Just got passed off third week of September and finished physical therapy about a week and a half ago. But doing better now, though, getting a week and a half, but doing better. Oh, sorry. I'm reading that over and over. Getting back into artwork and whatnot, so doing much better. It's lovely to hear from you, and I'm so glad that's kind of, you know, you've got past that now and you can really crack on with your art. So yeah, it can be frustrating when, you know, you can't get your stuff done because of injuries and stuff. So I'm so glad that the cast is off and you're doing so much better, Jill. It's lovely to see you as well today. Nobody mentioned fudge. You have to do fudge on Christmas. This is very true. Fudge. Possibly. Could do I'm trying to think of a festive kind of fudge that I used to do. I'll try and think of it for sure, but that's a good suggestion indeed, lady. So, Manic, how's it going? Good morning, chef. I see a pumpkin. We'll certainly do, Manic Sig. How are things with you, my friend? Are you doing well? It's lovely to see you this morning. How is Manic Sig doing? Are you doing well? So, what we're making today, guys, we are making some pumpkin, cinnamon, apple, and I always get from apple, cinnamon, ginger, pumpkin muffin. Sorry. We're also going to do some honey glazed seeds to go with it. We're going to do a little bit of pumpkin carving as well, just for a bit of practice for the 30th, because I've never carved a pumpkin. I'm going to lie to you guys. So, yeah, we're doing a little bit of pumpkin carving as well. We're also going to have some apple puree, charred apples, a little bit of honey, and lemon yogurt to go with this dish as well. So we're going to do some really small mini muffins to go with it. Healthier sponge, so it's going to be great fun. Wild Dog with those beautiful 25 bits. Appreciate it. Take some ad biddies. What the hell? Thank you so much for the bits, Wild Dog. Oh, you got it sorted in the end. Are we roasting the pumpkin seeds? We are going to roast them off. I'm going to give these a wash first, and then we're going to roast them off in some honey. So we're going to get some nice flavours. So I'm going to get that onto next, Mr. Black Wolfster. Fudge, ball cookies, Mississippi chocolate deer sausage. Is it piquante? How do you pronounce that? I'm not too sure, but that sounds very different. Chocolate deer sauce. That sounds very different. So what does that involve? The Mississippi chocolate deer sauce. Nice stuff. I'm doing really well, thank you, Manic Sig. Thank you for asking. How is your wonderful morning going, my friend? Do you guys see a lot of mince pies as well? I think that's probably going to be one of the biggest ones, right? I'm going to write that down. Is that going to have to be like one of the biggest ones for sure as well for Christmas? I think for British people, right, mince pies is definitely like probably one of the top lists for like Christmas kind of items. I think for you guys over in America, I think more like sugar cookies, right? Isn't that's more Christmassy for you Americans, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I might be wrong as well. Maybe some European people might have like sugar cookies or whatnot. But you see, the mince pies or sugar cookies, it's going to be like one or the other, or maybe both. Okay, how's that? Right, should we pop this in the oven? That's going to kind of roast off for about an hour or so. So we're going to get that softened up nicely. Very well, just studying. Awesome. Hope the